What's up? Welcome to another episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, and this is also Bleed Purple and Gold. Like always, on all podcast platforms, BrandonJaneauShow, uh, social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, BrandonJaneauShow, and more importantly, man, YouTube channel, BrandonJaneauShow. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. Let's get into it. So, like I said, tonight's episode is Bleed Purple and Gold. The game just went off. LSU has officially won again. 34-31 over Arkansas Razorbacks. Um, if you know anything about LSU and Arkansas's rivalry, it was over the legendary Golden Boot. Um, they've been playing for it as long as they've been playing each other. I remember these games when I was a kid, man. I used to hate playing Arkansas. Arkansas always used to have our number. They always used to have our number, man. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like they didn't. Even our championship year when we went to the we 2007. Yeah, 2007 when we won the championship that year with Matt Flynn, and we had Jacob Hester and Patrick Peters. No, not Patrick Peterson. We had who else had on that fucking team? 2017. Damn, that's so long ago. But I remember we had Matt Flynn as quarterback, Jacob Hester. We had we had some dogs on that team. I can't even remember the team now, but we had some top tier talent on that team, man. And we won the championship that year. Matter of fact, we beat Ohio State that year. I remember that. But they beat us. They beat us. I think we lost two games that year. We lost two games. We lost to Florida. No, we didn't lose to Florida. We beat Florida. We lost to Kentucky and we lost to Arkansas. And Arkansas, at that time was doing the Wildcat. Everybody remember the Wildcat, right? So Derek McFadden, Felix Jones, they came into LSU and they beat us. No, I think we went to them. I think they come to us. I know we lost to Kentucky on the road, and I think we went to them and they beat us. So yeah, but anyway, um, but this game is always a tough game. Even last year's game was a little rough and rugged. But we found a way to win that game in Arkansas. Usually it's at the end of the year, which is why it's so kind of interesting that it was this damn early. Super fucking early. I haven't seen us play Arkansas. Damn, I've never seen us play Arkansas early in a season. I've never seen it. That's fucking nuts. I've never seen us play Arkansas early in the season. Maybe next year and I don't know if we're gonna continue to play each other because next year it won't be any conferences. It won't be divisions. SEC West, SEC East. It would just be one big SEC. So I don't know. This is gonna be a pretty interesting situation. But so this might be the last time we see each other. I don't know. But anyway, a great game. It was an amazing game. Like I said, such a hard game for us. Arkansas is such a difficult team to play us. We play Arkansas very hard. I mean, Arkansas. I would say it's like three or four teams we play every year, and every year is a fucking game. Florida, Arkansas, Ole Miss, Alabama. Those are the four teams. Like those are the four teams. If you ask an LSU fan, what games are you the most nervous for? Those four games. So it's always a fucking fight. It's always and also Auburn. Auburn's a tough one too, but when Auburn's not good, and we can beat them. So, um, you know, anyway, this game was hard, man. It was a tough game. Early in the game, we made a lot of crucial mistakes. Jaden Daniels threw a pick early in the game, which I think we kind of, and this is something that I text my dad, my brothers on, me and my dad and my brothers, uh, we have a text, group text, and I was like, LSU playing like they looking ahead to the next week, which next week we play in Ole Miss, who lost today to Alabama, which I talk about on Bleed Sports. Um, I Bleed Sports, but um, yeah, they lost to Alabama, so they got to go to Ole Miss. Miss next week, and that's going to be even more of a rocket situation because Arkansas, who got beat down by BYU last week, they came in very physical, very dominant, very quick, very off the ball. And I wanted to see how LSU was going to do in a game like this. Last week, we didn't really have to worry about anything because Mississippi State just did not play up to Mississippi State standards. We kind of beat them early and beat them often. So it really wasn't a hard game to win, but this game was a little difficult. KJ Jefferson, Arkansas's quarterback, who always gives us a problem. I don't know why this year now maybe I don't know if we have a new defensive coordinator or what, but um this year defense, man, we just let the dude run. Like we didn't put a quarterback spy on him. Last year it was Perkins, and sometimes they would let Perkins come in and kind of do certain things, but for the most part, they really didn't allow it, and it was just weird. It was weird um game. Hopefully next week, because Jackson Dart, who actually is a really good running quarterback, maybe we do have a more of a defensive, spy on him. But yeah, I didn't. But anyway, first half we just didn't show up. I'm gonna be honest, we just didn't play up. We had two big plays before the half though that kind of got us our energy back. One play was of course um, the three-play drive that we had at the end of the half, which we were down 13-3. Like again, like I said, we kind of started off very sluggish in this game, and then eventually we got into the 13. We were down 13-3, and then we got on the field before half, scored a touchdown, three plays, doom doom doom. So I'm like, we could have been did this shit this entire fucking game because we had plays, we had opportunities, we was moving the ball to Arkansas the entire fucking game. It was never a time where we had a problem with them moving the ball. We just made some throws were over the head. Some throws the receivers had to stop to catch the ball, which last week they didn't have to do that, but this week Jaden Daniels, like I said early in the game, excuse me, I felt like LSU was trying too hard to kind of like just like my dad said something. He said this feels like this was like a gimme game, and Arkansas came out and played us like, nah, this ain't gonna be easy, motherfucker. Come on, play. And first half it was that, but they made a touchdown at the end of the game. Brian Johnson, who in the Grambling game showed up, which gave us, and you know, got us down by three. And then before halftime, Arkansas got the ball back, and uh, Harold Perkins got inside, sacked him, closed out the game pretty much, which was very important. Closed out the half pretty much. Sacked him, strip fumble kind of. They got the ball back just in time. But um, but went into halftime down three, came out first half, second half, scored the touchdown right out the gate. Um, and for the second half, we really didn't have any problems with the offense. Our offense was stellar in the second half, which is kind of what LSU is supposed to be. This is the best offense I've seen since Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Like this offense is efficient. Doom, 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 doom. Like every play is a touchdown. Every play is a fucking score. Every fucking play. Like every fucking play as a score is a touchdown. And the second half was perfect. Perfect example of that. Every damn drive we was on the field, we scored in the second half. That's hard to fucking do. That's damn near impossible. And we did it. And we've been scoring like that since the Florida State game. Um, we haven't really had a really bad game offensively since Florida State in that second half. Second half wise, we had a terrible second half against Florida State, who also struggled today. So that offense is turning around. What I got a problem with again is the fucking defense. Our front four, our front four linebackers, I have a problem with them. They had to kind of come out and play coverage a little bit, which they got fucked up on. But it's a secondary. You have to fucking read what the fuck the man is. The fact of the matter is, I know KJ Jefferson runs. I know he runs. But until he gets to where you're at, don't fucking make a move. At least when he breaks the line of scrimmage, then that's when the fuck you run and go get this nigga. Until then, don't fucking move. Don't do it. Just don't. they overplayed plays. They overdid shit. There was a couple of plays we could have easily not had happen to us in the second half, but it came to the defense. Um, Arkansas did a fake field goal, got a first down, but then this is the positive of the second half defense. Arkansas did a fake field goal, got a first down, and then the next time when they got on the field after the fake field goal, LSU literally pushed their ass all the way back. But the defense mental fucking lapse. I kept saying if they give Arkansas a touchdown, we're gonna be in more trouble than they want to admit, and that's exactly what happened. One play, the tight end got behind uh, the secondary, which you're looking for the quarterback to run. But again, this is what I've been saying. Arkansas was literally shooting themselves in the foot with penalties every fucking drive in the second half, especially on third fucking down. They were shooting themselves with penalties. Third or second down. Second and 21 should not be a fucking handoff and the running back just runs up the hole and gets a fucking first down. That's ridiculous. That's bad fucking hitting. You can't tackle, and it's just bad fucking defense, man. The second thing they did, again, Arkansas is shooting themselves in the fucking foot with penalties. Every fucking third down, shoot themselves. The fucking here. And their shells in the foot. They would have a third and 4 5 yard penalty because of a fucking false start and push back to the third and 9. And they still would get the first down. Or they would get even worse, a touchdown. There was 2 plays in this game where you literally were like, how the fuck did they score? And it's just like the first play was when it's 24-16. It's literally a third and like 9, some shit like that. They're literally on our fucking field. They're on our side of the fucking field. All we gotta do is stop the ball back, stop them, get the ball, and we score, and we probably will win the game easily. But as LSU, we don't do that shit. So what they do is the running back, quarterback fakes the damn play action. Literally is telling somebody to come up, like come back, come up. You know what I'm saying? Like come and get the ball. The fucking cornerback literally just stops because he sees the running quarterback about to run, take off, and then he just throws the ball over his fucking head to a freshman tight end, catches the ball and just runs it into the fucking end zone. It's like you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. It was simple shit. My dad called it a lapse in judgment for the secondary, but the secondary now has had 2 games now where you can't do shit like that. That is something you cannot physically fucking do. You cannot have lapse in fucking judgment when it comes to that. And and it was another play, a couple more plays that they did in the second half, especially, um, you know, they get a penalty, they still make the first down on third and whatever. This is the shit that cannot happen for LSU team, especially moving forward in these games, especially next week against Ole Miss, because you make up Arkansas is one thing. Arkansas was one thing, but Ole Miss in the next couple of games you got to play. You got Ole Miss. You got Ole Miss coming up in Ole Miss. You still got to go to Alabama. Florida still got to come to us. We got a lot of games where those mental fucking laps cannot fucking happen, especially in the fucking secondary. We're too good of a team to fucking lose to have a game like that. And like I said, Arkansas is a really great team. But next week we're on the road against Ole Miss. We can't have that type of situations. These receivers in Ole Miss will burn our ass. Hopefully Brian Kelly will go in and actually talk to these fucking dudes because that type of shit cannot fucking happen. Jaden McDaniels. I said this after week 1. I gotta see how this guy is gonna continue to go. I said this even before the season even started. I said he is getting a lot of Heisman love and a lot of Heisman hype, and I gotta see how this is going to go. Um, I was not lying. I gotta see how this is gonna go. I really physically do. Um, at the end of the day, um, ever since the Florida State game, he's been more cautious of the ball. I mean, he threw his second pick of the season today, but it is what it is. Um, but like I said, that second half. He showed who he was. That offense with him is pretty fucking great. And now he's starting to find his weapons. Mason Taylor, who missed last week's game, played this week, and it was great to see how he would play. Um, yeah, I think for what LSU is moving forward, that offense is great. That defense front seven is awesome. But that secondary, my God, bro. And here's the thing, you're about to play even more quarterbacks that can actually run too. And this is the problem that I have with LSU. If the running quarterback is the one thing that you're afraid of, you're about to get fucked. Because you got like I said, Ole Miss next week with Jackson Dart. Excuse me, coming off of a loss today against Alabama. All of these things, but you have to be ready for these types of quarterbacks because this is the SEC. The secondary cannot have a lapse in fucking judgment where you're literally looking in the back. You're looking at the quarterback, but you still let the fucking person go. Stay with the fucking man until that motherfucker is literally in your vicinity or until he breaks the line of scrimmage. Do not fucking leave the fucking receiver. That shit was ridiculously bad. And like I said, hopefully you go in defensively and actually have that fucking conversation because the secondary has now done this. They did it in the Florida State game, and they've done it now against them. The only difference is we won this game. That's the only fucking difference. Also, I didn't like the fact that Brian Kelly literally wasted time just to call two timeouts that we didn't fucking have. Like, let that shit die. I didn't like that shit. We had all three timeouts. You literally let the play clock go down. We gave Arkansas 5 seconds. I know a lot of people would say that's actually how you're supposed to do it, but fuck that shit. I would have had them that fucking play clock running the fuck down, and I would have not have called a timeout until I knew the play clock was over and done with. Anyway, um, we won. We're now what 3-1 on the season. Ole Miss next week. Ole Miss next week. We're in Ole Miss. Um, what do I think of this? Think Ole Miss is gonna have the same energy Arkansas did. They lost today against Alabama, a game they probably should have won early. They should have won, and they gave it away. So they're gonna definitely come out with a little bit more humming. They're gonna be at home on top of that, which is gonna make it even harder for us to kind of win. Damn, sorry, it was just something, but it's gonna make it even harder for us to win. But but they gotta be up for the challenge. Like I said, that front seven is pretty fucking good. If they could just play, if they could play our game, they could play. If they can physically play like our game for if they play like they did against Mississippi State and they played like they did in the second half, not defensively, offensively, but they played like they did in the first half with this defense where it was very stingy, didn't give up a lot of crazy plays, made big plays. If they can play like that, if they can have a full game, like I'm gonna go back to what I said. That Mississippi State game, if you play like that the entire fucking game, we will win. We will win. We will win, and it wouldn't even be this goddamn hard. But you have to play like that. I don't know how this team is going to go. A 34-31 game, I said it, like I said, Arkansas is a hard team to beat. But hey, we got the golden boot. It's coming back to LSU. It's going to buy you for another year. We did a great job. Congratulations. We won. But fuck, now we're in the SEC for real, for real. We're in SEC play. This is the SEC swing. We don't have a real cupcake game until Army. We got to play Army sometime this year, and we're moving now farther and farther back up into the polls because now Notre Dame just lost. You have teams that are now struggling. We have to capitalize on these types of games, and we can't have games like this where we are struggling against fucking Arkansas when they when we can easily dominate them, and we have where we're dominating them, but we have a mental fucking lapse in that secondary, which I've been saying for the longest. That secondary is fucking questionable. Hopefully next week in Ole Miss, which is one of the toughest places for us to play, we win that game. I hope so. I am Brand New. This is Bleed Purple and Gold. We're 3-1 LSU. Enjoy. Till then, Peace.